Hello, this is Kevin Benedict, SMAC Analyst with Cognizant. SMAC's the acronym for Social, Mobile, Analytics, and Cloud. And I have the privilege of spending time here today in the Westin in downtown Sydney, Australia. And I'm with Emma Russo, who's the CEO of Digivizer. I read about you this morning when I was doing a little bit of research in preparation for our mobility panel that we're going to be working on later, Emma. But I just want to pause here for a moment and say, look at this venue. It's just gorgeous. This is really cool. Now, I focus on SMAC, the Social, Mobile, Analytics, and Cloud, and I think you touch on all of this in your professional life. You're an expert, I would say, in all this stuff. Talk to us about what Digivizer does and what you're focused on.
Okay. So I guess my background is I've helped organisations as head of corporate enable their sales force. We built Digivizer to bring social as the key aspect, the key insight into an organisation. And what we've done is we've mapped the social landscape and allow that to be linked to customers' databases so that they can pull back all that rich data, all those customers that are out there talking or potential customers out there talking across all the various channels and all the different brands that they're interacting with and all the things that they're communicating, but bringing that back into an organisation to help them have a better view of their customer.
Wow, my wheels in my brain are just spinning here thinking, how would you go about pulling in all those feeds and all those kind of social interactions to one customer profile? Give us some insight into some of the ways that's accomplished.
Okay, so we've gone and created a single view of a person by working with the API. So we pull down the views of Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. We name match them, so we've got a probability algorithm that matches those people to a single identity. That single identity, so Emma Russo on all those different platforms, can then be mapped to Emma Russo in a customer database. So every time Emma is out on any one of those platforms, and it's only publicly available information, and as I'm interacting or choosing to follow or liking, sharing, conversing in Twitter or liking, sharing my brand experiences on public Facebook pages or in LinkedIn groups, all that's available but can be linked back to an individual so that the questions that can be answered are things like what's my position, so that confer income, what's my brand association, am I luxury or am I discount, do I have interest in family, have I communicated that I've just booked a holiday that might be an insurance opportunity or a travel opportunity, what is it, all those little bits that can inform an organisation, and that'll be different for every organisation. So you get the benefit of profile enrichment and that trigger-based leads. What is this group looking at? And that can be served back, integrated into a CRM so that they're able to action that.
I was just thinking, so much of my online shopping is done through my iPad. Most of my social interaction is done on my smartphone.
Yes.
So those smartphones and those tablets and all these mobile devices are really serving as input for most of this, it sounds like.
It's enabled people to check in where they are. It's enabled them to, often they have location open, set on those mobile devices, so you're also able to track where your customers are in relation to you or in relation proximity to you. So are they in store talking about you or are they near store? But even when it comes to being able to map those individuals, you can use that data from those mobile devices to be able to infer that, yes, it is John Smith from, Manly in the northern beaches of Sydney because of where he's checked in and how he's interacting, which brands, what he's sharing in terms of, because mobile devices have made that very easy for them, for people to be sharing and engaging wherever they are.
I think both the media and a lot of our viewers, they hear this and they think they have two feelings. One, how cool, what a great use of data. But at the same time, they have concerns around privacy issues.
Sure.
But let's not focus on that because I think enough media covers on that. Let's talk about how this actually makes the buying and shopping experience and e-commerce experience better for the consumer because of what you're doing.
And I'm so glad you said that because that's my response. So it's working with publicly available information of which organisations are already accessing through cookies and through propensity models and everything else. They already know a lot about you. What this is really about is saying people have needs in real time. there is an expectation because we have made it easier for people to have instant gratification. Whatever I want, I can get today. So there's also a frustration if a brand is not dealing with them in that same way. I expect to be known. If I have been a long-term customer of an organisation, I don't want to be served offers or be even incorrectly addressed when you should know better. And all that data that sits out there helps inform that so that what's being served can be much more relevant, so it's the right message to the right person at the right time in the right channel. So you actually can create a much stronger, personalised, highly relevant message to your customer, so it's a better brand experience for them. It makes them feel more known and engaged, and hopefully, because you're taking advantage of that real-time insight that social allows you to do, that you get this serendipitous timing. My need is being served now, therefore I'm much more likely to want it. It's not post an event. You haven't inferred it from something that happened 3 months ago. It's right now. I've said I want to know what money card I want to, and I get my answer straight away, or where to buy something, or what other people's experiences are. And there's an expectation that if you put that type of question, that people will answer, and you're more likely to value something that's being shared within your networks because it's in a public forum. So it can work to the advantage of the consumer as well.
I just to reveal something about myself is that I hate it when I open up a mobile app and it acts like it doesn't know me.
Exactly.
Especially if it's a loyalty program through an airline or through a hotel, and it brings up and it's it's asking me for my confirmation number for my flight. Look, I'm thinking, I'm on your plane today.
You've already sent it to me. Yeah, exactly.
This is my app and this is my phone, and I'm opening it up and you're asking me for a confirmation number. Excuse me?
Yeah.
You know it, I don't.
And I think that frustration, like the market's becoming, with globalization, much more open. So any historical inconvenience factor of being able to move and shift is being taken away. So you want to create a better brand experience for your customer.
Right.
And I think that's now really possible to be able to do that. And then, as I said, the consumer's also sort of expecting this as well.
Yeah,
their expectations are growing. So you have to get this right.
Yep.
You have to make sure, and better still, like I've seen one of the dangers in people going, well, I'll just go digital in everywhere. So then they start spamming, even if it's permission-based, too often, so they start to see fatigue in open rates, click-throughs, conversion rates, cost of acquisition. They then train them to be on discounts, when really all we want as the consumer is, I just want what I want right now when I want it, not when I don't want it.
That's right.
And that's when you don't have to discount to create that activation. You just get in first. You create the better offer. You use all that data we were talking about in a way that's going to be high value. And you don't have to cross that that mark of talking about what's, you don't start with, sorry to hear your dog died, I read it on social media. You're like, so, part of customer service, here's the offer that we think might be of interest to you. Is this of interest? Now, if it is of interest because that's exactly what they're thinking of, and in fact they've actually put clues out, I want to know, then they're more likely to buy.
Emma Russo from Digivizer, thank you so much for sharing with all of us today. And I look forward to being the moderator of a panel you're on this afternoon. Maybe two panels.
Two panels, actually.
All right.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks for this.
Thanks for sharing.
Tom.